Museum on the campus of White County High School in Sparta, Tennessee, where we are set to continue on with day one of the Frank's Christmas Shootout here in Sparta. We've got an Upper Cumberland girls basketball matchup as the York Dragonettes take on the DeKalb County Lady Tigers. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Thrilled to be joined at the table by Hallie Ledbetter, making her color commentary debut. You heard her during football season as our sideline reporter. Happy to have her on a headset for this one. And, of course, the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us. And as we set up just moments away from tip-off, a very quick Leffview Excavating and Lawn Care pregame show. An interesting matchup here as DeKalb County enters with a 5-4 record under second-year head coach Brandy Alley. The York Dragonettes, there's no question about it. They got their sights set on a gold ball. On a return trip to the Glass House for the third straight year under head coach Michael Green, the Dragonettes with a 7-2 overall record coming in off their best win of the season, 52-48 a week ago in Jamestown against the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Hallie, you know this better than most. You're able to beat that Cookeville team. You're a good basketball team, and led by Reese Beatty, this is a very good York basketball team.
And definitely, Reese Beatty has taken charge this year for sure. She did last year, too, especially. I didn't get the chance to play against her. Kind of glad I didn't, honestly. They did dominate against Cookeville, and, I can't say the same for us when we played them, but they took over every single quarter, and that's truly what matters. You can't wait until the second half, or you can't just play the first half. They played every single quarter to the best of their potential.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Raced out to a 14-point first half lead. Cookeville rallied back as Cookeville always does, but York pulls away late, able to make some big baskets, and it's a big three for the Dragonettes. It's not just Reese Beatty. She's got a couple of compliments to her. Emma Cooper and Rayleigh Warner both having big seasons in their own right, but DeKalb County's got a star on their own in Ella Van Branken. And this one should be a fun one. Coverage of the Frank's Christmas Shootout here on UCR is presented by our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors. Much more to come from Hall Sports and Outdoors as we move on through the broadcast. DeKalb in gold, York in white. Let's go in Sparta. Tip going to be won back by Emma Cooper. And Reese Beatty, the Clemson commit, will walk it across the timeline. She's the highest rated commit in the Upper Cumberland by a country-wide mile. The Power 5 player dribbles in, now kicks out to Cooper. Cooper the big with lots of range. Kind of familiar to the lady sitting to my right. Very similar to Hallie Ledbetter. Outside it goes Rayleigh Warner. Warner bounces it into Cooper. Cooper tries to drive into the low block. In a little bit of trouble. Picks up now. Spins it. Able to find a target. Now back out Warner. She'll trigger the three from left wing. No good. Rebound down. And York extends the possession to Reese Beatty. Beatty wiggles through traffic. Mid-range pull up. Good. Reese Beatty strikes first. It's 0.
It's good to make those plays early on, especially first possession. Getting those 2 points really sets the tone for the ball game.
Reese Beatty, not always a huge scorer, but she can fill it up in droves. She gets started here with a 2-0 lead. DeKalb County, they're going to have to shoot the ball really well this afternoon. They know it. Coach Alley knows it. We'll see if they're able to do it as they possess in the front court. Van Branken with it. She kicks over left side. 3-ball up and good. Avery Agee, she can certainly shoot it. She reigns in the triple, and DeKalb County has an early 1-point lead.
She was a shooter last year. That was one of our biggest components when playing them with Van Franken, of course. She was a shooter. It's hard to get out there and guard that.
Avery Agee splashes in the 3, and DeKalb County leads by 1. You see on your screen, we're feeling festive here at UCR. The logo's got a little bit of an upgrade here. Merry Christmas to you and yours as Cooper drives inside looking to find Beatty. It ricochets around, and it's going to stay with the Dragonettes. Very, very, very experienced head official here today. For my money, you know I love you, Jeremy. Maybe the best official in all the Upper Cumberland running the show here today in Mr. Rollins. Inbounds pass goes right to Beatty. She pivots a couple of times, throws it up with the left hand. No, fights for the rebound. She gets it in the land of the trees, puts it up good and 1. Reese Beatty with 4 early ones, and she'll go to the Guffey Law free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Those second chance shots, those are the ones that really come down to the end of the game. You're thinking, what can I have done better? And that's one of those things right there. You cannot give them second chances like that. You got to box out.
Reese Beatty at the Guffey Law free throw line, rattles it home. 5 early points for the sensational junior. The top girls basketball player in the Upper Cumberland, one of the top in the state. Now there's a steal forced by the Dragonettes defense, but Warner's foot was just on that line as she possessed it. So that's a backcourt violation, and possession goes back to DeKalb County. So DeKalb County, the road team today officially on the scoreboard in the building. On our scoreboard, I got it backwards, but it wasn't worth changing it because it doesn't really matter. You know the teams. As that one's going to be stolen away, and here they come the other way in transition. Pushing it is Gibson. Zoe Gibson, no good, but Reese Beatty right there to clean up the trash and put it in for 2 more. Look out, Reese Beatty, 7 points already in this one, and we're not even 2 minutes in. Now Warner nearly forces the steal. Possession stays with DeKalb.
Again, that was another 2-point, or another second chance again. You've got to get down there. You've got to box people out, especially Reese Beatty, who's going to make those big plays.
Now Agie's in trouble. She's trapped between two of the guards, and she's able to flip past nicely out to Van Brenken. She triggers the three. That one no good off the back of the rim. Rebound down. It's grabbed by Gibson, who's really carving out a role for herself here this season. And now Rayleigh Warner crosses the timeline with it. Warner activates, now kicks over left side. Gibson looking back for Beatty. Goes back to one arm, catch it, and now we'll set up. She's been working through a little bit of an ankle injury. She's missed one game, but been playing since. She's got two different colored shoes. One on there, a little bit more support there for that ankle. And now Reese Beatty has it. Flips it into Warner. Warner, kick out to Beatty. Reese Beatty, 4-3. That's no good, in and out. Working on double digits already. She's up to 7 points. And we still got 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Van Brenken working against the press of Rayleigh Warner. One of the best man-to-man defenders, but she reaches in there and gets tagged for the personal foul. First foul called in the game goes on Rayleigh Warner, the sophomore guard. Possession stays with DeKalb. Make sure you hit share if you haven't already. We got Midday Hoops. We're live now on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter feed. You can watch us wherever you want to watch us today. And now a 5-second violation. Just took a little bit too long for DeKalb, and possession goes back to the Dragonettes. This is one of 3 games. We're supposed to have 4 today. Unfortunately, Grace Christian Academy, the boys aren't able to make it out today. So we will have, following this game, Tennessee Heat against York boys. And then we'll round out the day with the White County Warriorettes against the Tennessee Heat girls. Bounce pass right side to Callie Franklin. Franklin back to Beatty. Beatty picked up. We wondered who would guard her. Right now it's Chloe Van Brenken in his own defense, and they're able to force a steal to Ella Van Brenken. Now Agee. She gives off ahead. Van Brenken into the corner. Back out Agee. Agee gets it across to Ella Van Brenken. Thought about the long three. Instead drives inside. Van Brenken, and the shot will not count as a foul occurred on the floor. 4:33 to go in the first. It's 7-3 York. That's going to be the second team foul against the Dragonettes.
Van Brenken is another one of those girls that can get the ball inside. Ella, especially, she can get the ball inside and drive in really good.
Now she has it from downtown. Van Brenken, good. Ella Van Brenken splashes in the second 3 of the quarter for DeKalb County, and they're within 1 as we near the midway point of the frame. Beatty gives off left side Rayleigh Warner. Warner back to Beatty. Beatty surveys the floor. DeKalb in a zone. We wondered what they would play, Hallie. The zone defense trying to neutralize a little bit of those guards. Rebound tipped around, goes right to Cooper. No good, but she's going to go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot 2.
No, I figured Ella would be the one guarding Reese Beatty today. I mean, last year when we played her, she was one of those defenders that was really locked down. You didn't want her guarding you, and I figured she'd be the lockdown defense on Beatty today.
They're in the zone as the first free throw for Cooper goes through. Again, coverage of today's game presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors. All of our coverage in Frank's Christmas Shootout is Hall Sports and Outdoors. Listen, if you're like me, you haven't done any Christmas shopping. Trust me. And you want to go buy me a gift in particular, which I understand. I do accept gifts, as the second free throw is no good. Hall Sports and Outdoors, the perfect place. They've got everything from hunting gear, your sports gear, and much, much more there in the heart of Jamestown. They're one of our all-inclusive sponsors, and we appreciate it. As breaking the press here is York, but then is DeKalb, a block by Reese Beatty, though, swats it away, and possession stays with the Lady Tigers. Hall Sports and Outdoors, right there on the square. You can't miss it, right next to Hall Family Pharmacy, also one of our sponsors. Trust me, you go one place, your Christmas shopping is done, and you thank me later. They're having some great sales right now as well. As Van Brenken drives in, that's Chloe. Now she kicks out, flip pass across right side, triggering the 3, online and good. Splashed home for DeKalb County. That's Allie Melton, and the Lady Tigers lead with 3:30 to go in the first quarter, 9-8. Hallie, we mentioned they're going to have to shoot the ball well right now. The Lady Tigers are.
I mean, 2 threes right back to back. I mean, that's good for the team. That's good for the momentum they're trying to have the rest of the game.
Tic-tac-toe passing, no good, but the rebound's knocked out of play by the Lady Tigers. York possesses. Sub checking into the game here for Michael Green, one of the top coaches in our area. He's building a juggernaut there in Jamestown. Emma Pyle, she's versatile. She checks in. Beatty trying to inbound. She flips it over. Gibson goes to grab it. Now Gibson in some trouble. Able to spin it out to Warner. Wide open for 3. That's no good. Long rebound right back to her, though. Long shots, long rebounds. And now left side Gibson. Gibson to Warner. Warner swings to Pyle. Pyle. Pass fake now goes out right side. Callie Franklin. Franklin out of the corner. Back to Beatty. Reese Beatty with 7 points. Sick feed inside. No good, though. Offensive rebound for Pyle. Pyle muscles it out to Warner. She triggers the three. That's no good. Rebound tipped again. DeKalb County. And there's the foul as Beatty, I believe, going to get tagged for just a little catch of the arm there, fighting for the rebound. A hustle foul does go against Reese Beatty. So right now, York dominating the offensive glass in this game, but DeKalb County leads on the scoreboard because of the 3 triples. DeKalb plays in that very difficult 7 AAA. Hallie, you know all too well about that district, so they're going to have to bring it each and every night. A good test for them before facing teams like Livingston, Upperman, White County, and Cumberland County. Left side pass goes here to Chloe Van Branken. Van Branken off the dribble. Nice spin inside, bounces it over to the low block. Working underneath the basket. Now in trouble, bouncing it back out. Brandon sends it out right side. Now Chloe Van Branken gives back. Chloe and Ella Van Branken, both uber skilled with the basketball in their hands. Right now it's Ella with it. She's looking right at Reese Beatty. Now a little give and go, but it's poked from her. Gibson got a fingertip on it. Van Branken possesses again. Ella off a ball screen left side. Drives and kicks into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Good. Another one splashed home by Allie Melton. It is 4 threes in the first quarter for DeKalb County. Now Beatty looking for an answer. It may be scoring time for Reese Beatty in this ball game with how it's gone so far. Beatty drives inside. She's fouled on a little arm check. I believe this one's going to go on Chloe Van Branken. It's going to be the 3rd team foul against the Lady Tigers. Gibson going to get a breather here. Fresh sub into the game, Annabeth Dunford. Inbound goes to Warner, trying to get it to Beatty on the low block. There it goes. Beatty double team, steps through it. Reese Beatty working inside. Reese Beatty goes up and is fouled. She'll go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot 2. Big call here, depending on who it goes against. And unfortunately, and understandably, though, there's no PA announcer, so we'll have to keep our eyes up. They signal 13. So that's Brooklyn Fussin, and the first free throw is no good, or is good, rather, for Reese Beatty. Apologies. So that's already 8 points for Reese Beatty in the first quarter. Just 1 for Emma Cooper, and that's it for the Dragonettes as they trail against this DeKalb County team. 2 for 2 for Beatty at the strike. 90 seconds to go in the first. 9-0 as DeKalb County brings it across. It's bombs away right now from downtown for the Lady Tigers. York in his own look. Little 3-2 action, trying to neutralize some of the shooters. Ella Van Branken sets up with 1:05 to go. Van Branken over to Chloe Van Branken. Chloe reverses floor and a nice pass. 3 ball up. That one no good. Rebound down. Attempted by Melton. She's already hit a couple. That one falls off the back of the rim. 2-point game for Reese Beatty. 50 seconds to go. 5-0 in the first. Beatty bounces back. Back to Reese. Beatty triggers the 3. Good. Reese Beatty with a Birdie's Lounge 3. She is on fire. 12 points in the first quarter for the junior. York leads by 1, 13-12. Trying to move that zone around. You see DeKalb County with those cross-court passes. Going up to keep it in is Melton. Melton back to Ella Van Branken. DeKalb probably going to hold for the last shot. At least you would imagine. 18 seconds on the clock. Now Chloe Van Branken bobbled it just a little bit, able to get it back. Now flip pass back right side. Van Branken to Van Branken. Ella from the volleyball line. No. Rebound fought for, and we're going to have a foul call with .4. I believe this one's going to go. I thought it was going to go on DeKalb, but it actually goes on Cooper, as they say she caught the arm going down and trying to box out on that one, but it's .4 seconds. That's a big call, though, because it's the second on Emma Cooper, who's a big mismatch in this game for York. So second foul with .4, just enough time for a tip. 3 ball up. No good. Not sure if it would have counted anyway. But that was an exciting first quarter of play here in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. After 1, it's York 13, DeKalb County 12. You're watching coverage of the Frank's Christmas Shootout, presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this gorgeous home on Cross Point Drive. Boasting 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms with nearly 2,000 square feet, this home in the Prescott School District could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors. Big first quarter out of Reese Beatty. The Clemson commit scores 12 and keeps her team afloat as York leads DeKalb County 13-12. Noah McKay joined by Hallie Ledbetter. Madison McKay producing things inside. Nice shot put in by Chloe Van Branken. DeKalb County regains the lead.
Chloe Van Franken, another one of those girls that are really quick, just like her sister. She can get in there and make those plays really easily.
Beatty gives off left side. She's looking in. Now Cooper playing with 2 fouls. Back to Beatty. Beatty with a nice flip pass to Warner. Warner, pass fake, triggers the 3. Good. Rayleigh Warner looking to get it rolling. That's her first triple, and it's a Birdie's Lounge 3. Birdie's Lounge offering specials right now on Bay Rentals. Go to there through the end of the year. Get a big discount if you schedule a Bay. So you want to do that. Work on your golf game a little bit. As a missed shot, here comes Reese Beatty the other way. Beatty in transition. Reese Beatty, no. Disrupted on the transition defense by Ella Van Branken. Now Ella in the front court, working through traffic, nearly loses it, now corrals. Avery Agee sends it baseline pass, 7 minutes to go in the second. Left-handed runner thrown up and good. Not sure how she got it off, but Van Branken does.
She's able to make those plays. She notices her team's getting a little down. She's being a leader on the floor, and that's what they need right now.
Ella Van Branken with 5 points in the first half. We're all tied up at 16. A good one here between 2A York and 3A DeKalb County. Into the corner it goes to Franklin. Franklin back to Warner. Warner fires a pass that's kicked by Chloe Van Branken. Or pardon me, that's 14, not 4. Allie Melton. Possession stays with the Dragonettes. Well, we're sure happy you're with us. We'll be here for the next 3 days for every game featuring a team from the Upper Cumberland. That's right, it's going to be busy. This is kind of our Super Bowl week here at UCR. For the last 3 years, we've been here for the Frank's Christmas Shootout. Left side, Franklin surveys the floor. Now Franklin sends to Warner. Warner over to Beatty. Reese Beatty going to trigger another 3. She's feeling it, but that one no good. But an offensive rebound for Gibson. Turnaround shot, no. Rebound down goes to Allie Melton. Now that pressure starting to work.
Missed shot or not, you have to box out those girls. They'll put those back. And, it's early on in the season, but they'll continue to make those throughout the season. This is kind of a learning day.
Yeah, especially if you're DeKalb County, knowing a team that's going to play a little bit later on. White County with the size that they have with Ava Jones and Celeste Reed. Some of those players are coming. Not a huge district this year when it comes to size. Upperman very guard heavy. Livingston very guard heavy. Cumberland County a little bit more of a mixture there for Kim Cram. But an interesting matchup nonetheless, as they know they're going to face some really good point guards like they are today. Off a ball screen. Milton bounces left side. Now Ella Van Branken. Van Branken working on Beatty. Get your popcorn ready for that matchup. This is fun. Van Branken, 5.5 to go in the second. Sends the pass over right side into the mid-range. Trying to drive in some trouble. Nice outlet pass. Melton triggers another 3. That one too strong. Rebound down to Warner, and she's fouled. Just a little bit aggressive. And it will stay with York.
You mentioned Reese Beatty guarding Ella Van Franken. I thought, it was going to be same way for both sides. Reese can play all around. She's not just an offensive player or just a defensive player. She's a leader on the floor. She plays both sides of the ball.
Reese Beatty going to walk it across the timeline here in Roy Sewell Gymnasium. As quiet as you'll ever hear it, rightfully so, on a Tuesday afternoon. This place gets loud in big district
it was this
games.
Quiet in my season.
I can guarantee. I know it wasn't. I was here for it. Beatty with it. Beatty sends into Warner. Warner working through some traffic. Now bounces it out to Beatty. There's Reese Beatty driving baseline. What a feed. Outside 3 ball up and good. My goodness, Reese Beatty with the pass to Callie Franklin, who splashes in the Birdies Lounge 3.
Got to give it to Callie, but the kick out. That was a great kick out by Reese Beatty. She's able to get those assists too.
A 3-point Dragonettes lead. Now on the other end, Chloe Van Branken blocked and the foul is called. Not sure if it's actually on the top or if it was on the bottom, maybe for some contact. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to go on 22, I believe, was the thing. No, 25. That's a big one. It's on Emma Cooper, and it's her third. So Emma Cooper going to be forced out. Pyle will be to the bench. She's about to check in. First free throw, no good. I wasn't sure if the foul was on the push as she's going up or on top, and so she didn't get all ball. So that's a big one as Cooper will miss the next few minutes of this game. Second free throw is good. And now DeKalb is back within 2. Warner gives off to Beatty. Beatty. Is that one knocked out of play? Possession stays with DeKalb. Mitchell's watching, cheering on the Lady Tigers. We should have a good balance in this game between these two schools. Jeremy, I know, is cheering on DeKalb County. As here's a 3 for Pyle. Good. I mentioned the versatility of Emma Pyle. She splashes in the Birdies Lounge 3, and York is starting to heat up from the field.
It's always nice to have those girls that can get inside, make those post moves, and get outside and make the three-pointers as well.
Now losing her footing a little bit, Van Branken. And the official calls a foul. This will be the second one against York with 4:11 to go in the second. And a timeout being called here by Coach Brandy Alley, and that's going to go on Pyle, which is her second. So that's pretty big here, Hallie, is Cooper and Pyle. That's on Beatty. My apologies. It's even bigger because that's her second. So Reese Beatty with 2 and Emma Cooper with 3. Foul trouble could play a big role here as DeKalb County is doing what they want to do. Make this a 4-quarter game. We're here with 4:11 to go in the second. They're down by 5, but they're certainly still in it.
You can't bail them out. I mean, if you know they're going to make the shot, don't foul them. If you're running down the floor and you want to get the ball, I mean, don't try and, do it in a fashion to where they're going to call the fouls. These refs in this district, in this area, they're a little more touchy when it comes to it. They won't let you play difficult. They won't let you play hard, like football, ball, like you do in Murfreesboro or something like that. But these girls, you can't bail them out, and they'll learn throughout the season that. I mean, they're just getting used to playing with each other this year. It's early on, but bailing each other out and box outs is the biggest thing for these teams right now. Yeah, it's so interesting. The difference is, as you mentioned, sometimes you get a little bit more in the post. As we know, you can do some stuff in there, but you're going to see that when it's one-on-one at the top of the key. They're going to see it when you connect with the arms and legs sometimes, and that's going to be an easy call there. So, second team foul against York is a big one as it goes on Reese Beatty, her second. Now here out of the timeout, Ella Van Branken. Van Branken crossing, driving in, now throws up the shot with the left hand. No rebound down to Beatty. That's one of those you can't bail her out. She's getting in there. She's trying to make those plays. It's a little bit frantic when she goes in there. It's good on her for trying to make those plays as a leader. Franklin in the corner now. Works it back out. Rayleigh Warner. Warner going to drive and kick. Reese Beatty wide open for 3, but it's no good. Rebound down over the back. That one going to be called on Gibson. Now with 3:44 to go in the second. York with a 5-point advantage, but it'll be DeKalb County basketball as Gibson picks up her first personal. Callie Franklin checking out of the game here. Here we go. DeKalb County trying to get it rolling again. They were raining in threes in the first quarter. Cooled off a little bit here in the second. Ella Van Branken off a ball screen. Kicks to Agee. She can certainly shoot it. Puts it up. That's no good. Rebounded down by Pyle. So for all the thought, and it's true, Reese Beatty being that prototypical point guard, a lot of these possessions will start with Rayleigh Warner bringing it up and kind of setting up the half-court offense as they move Reese Beatty around. Now Beatty comes out to get it left wing side, kicks over. Pyle open in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound down, tipped out of play, and it's going to go to DeKalb County. The team in gold will bring it up with 3:05 to go in the second. You said Reese Beatty wasn't the one bringing up the floor then, but when she is, you expect her to drive in, get those layups or kickouts or something, making a play happen. She's going to get down the line. She's going to get inside. She's going to get those layups. If not a layup, she's going to get a kick out or a foul drawn. Left side pass goes to Agee. Avery Agee surveys the floor, now top of the key. Right side, Milton finds Van Branken. Chloe Van Branken over to Ella. Ella from the logo. Good! Holy cow! Ella Van Branken from a mile away splashes in the 3. She's been doing that for years.
You just had a moment of PTSD,
Oh, my
Hallie.
goodness, yes.
Rayleigh Warner has it. Van Vranken, my goodness. Now bounce pass inside. Tic-tac-toe go the Dragonettes for the easy 2. Zoe Gibson puts it home.
I think they were a little stunned from that three-pointer right there. I would be too.
24-20 our score. Van Vranken gives off right side into the corner. Now bounces out. Trying to work on Pyle. Now left side, Ella Van Vranken. Little shot fake on Beatty. Man-to-man defense here for the Dragonettes. Coach Green loves to play man when he can, and they usually can. Now left side, Age starts to drive, spins inside, throws up the shot, no. Rebound tipped around, 3 Dragonettes there. Rayleigh Warner comes away with it. Warner, nice crossover, bounces back. Warner over to Beatty. Reese Beatty open again for 3, but it's off the mark. No good. Rebound down, and there's a collision and a foul against the Dragonettes. It'll be the 4th team foul. 1:34 to go in the second.
You know, as a past big girl playing basketball, trying to get those rebounds like she just did, I mean, you can't blame her. She's trying to get in there, make those plays, get a second chance for York, and, you know, you don't realize how strong you are, especially as a big girl. I know how it feels.
Now Van Vranken bounces it over Brandon. Brandon kicks back out now. Off the dribble, trying to corral it, now bouncing back. Working on Pyle. Now picks up, sends the pass inside. Not moving at all was Dunford. And now that pass across left side, but stepping on the line was Chloe Van Vranken. So possession goes back to York with 1:10 to go in the quarter.
They both have the range. She was pulling it from the out-of-bounds line on that one.
That's the horse shot. There you go. You're trying to end it. Give the letter E to the opponent. 3 ball up on the other end, and good. Emma Pyle again with her second. Birdie's Lounge 3 of the game. 1 minute to go in the quarter. York has opened up a 7-point advantage. Left side now, Van Vranken. They need her to make a shot. Van Vranken spins in, and there's the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Remember, new bonus rules this year. 5 team fouls per quarter. Then you're going to the line, and they reset at the end of every quarter. So this is a trip to the line here for Ella Van Vranken to shoot 2. Don't forget, we're presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors, and also Hall's Family Pharmacy, and a big Christmas sale starting tomorrow at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. The gift shops in Jamestown and Clark Range. It starts tomorrow. Coming up, I'll tell you about some of the great deals that they have, and these things are awesome. As the free throw is good. It's 27-21. Ella Van Vranken getting it rolling here in the second quarter. Warner gives off left side. Now they kick over to Pyle in the corner. Pyle bounces in. Little inside-out play with Reese Beatty out of the game. York hasn't missed a step right now. Warner, left side, Pyle. Pyle bounces it over. Gibson drives and kicks. 20 seconds left. Left side, Warner. She's going to trigger the open 3. That one in and out, no good. Rebound down, a chance for DeKalb to build momentum into the break. 14 seconds, they trail by 6. Now slamming the brakes as she brings it across is Allie Melton. Melton gives off right side. Long 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound down, goes out of play with 3 seconds to go exactly. And we've got a Lady Tiger a bit slow to get up. It's Melton, but she's back up to her feet. She's feeling a little something. Not sure what it is, but we won't speculate on it. But she's going to go off, and Brent Ryan is here, the best trainer in the business, one of. If not, we got some great trainers in our area. DeKalb County's got their trainer here as well. 3 ball up. This would count if it goes. Off the backboard, no good. And that brings us to the end of the first half. After 2, it's York 27, DeKalb County 21. We'll be right back with more. You're watching coverage of the Frank's Christmas Shootout, presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Want to be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, Realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Frontier Chevrolet is under new management, with a community focus and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the 2023 Chevy Silverado and Chevy Equinox. Frontier Chevrolet should be your first stop. Call Frontier Chevrolet today at 931-823-1255 or visit them online at caseyschevy.com today. Frontier Chevrolet is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech. It's time for the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. At the break in a good one, York leads DeKalb County 27-21. Scoring from the first half, Reese Beatty with 12 points, all of which came in that first half. 6 points for Emma Pyle, 3 for Rayleigh Warner, 2 for Zoe Gibson, 3 for Callie Franklin, and 1 for Emma Cooper. For the DeKalb County Lady Tigers, 9 points for Ella Van Branken, 6 for Allie Melton, Avery Agee, and Chloe Van Branken with 3 points apiece for the Lady Tigers. We are presented by our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. And starting tomorrow at all 3 locations, the Hall Sports and Outdoors and the Pharmacy gift shops in Jamestown and Clark Range are having their Christmas sale, and you do not want to miss this. Hall Sports and Outdoors is the 2023 Southeastern National Sporting Goods Retailer of the Year, and it is very well deserved. Here are some of the things that they've got in the sports store tomorrow. Sweaters, $20. Flannel shirts, $20. Costa sunglasses, up to 50% off. All camo hunting apparel, 50% off. Under Armour hoodies from $45. Champion hoodies from $25. Listen, Columbia SEC fan apparel. If you're buying me a gift, I repeat, Columbia SEC fan apparel, 50% off. Baseball season is going to be coming soon. You've got your Wilson baseball gloves, 50% off. $50 to $100 rebates on Rugers, Glocks, Remington, Savage, CZs, Savages, and Mossberg firearms. It goes on and on. That's not all. At the pharmacies, they've got their Christmas decorations, Simply Southern, up to 50% off. Holiday tees for $8 and $10. Elf on a Shelf accessories. It does not get much better than this, and the pharmacies have been twice voted best pharmacy in the Upper Cumberland. We very much appreciate Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy for sponsoring us, and we're not just doing business with anybody. These are really good local folks there in Jamestown that serve the entire Upper Cumberland. So starting tomorrow, get out there, finish your Christmas shopping up, buy me a couple of things, send them to me. I accept. You'll find me at a gym. You don't even have to wrap it up. It's all Hallie. Hallie can go buy me something there. That's what you're trying to say, right? Yeah,
no.
you can go get me something in Hall Sports and Outdoors.
Is there a Hall Sports in Gatlinburg?
Hall Sports and Outdoors. Well, you just drive up to Jamestown before you head out to Gatlinburg.
Okay,
But
you got
come
it.
check. I'll take it delayed. It's okay.
Expect a gift, yeah.
I appreciate that very much so. But seriously, Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy, the best of the best, and we appreciate their sponsorship. Second half action when we come back to Sparta. York with a 6-point lead. Don't go anywhere.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
In the Upper Cumberland, we understand the importance of standing strong together as a community. When we face things like disease, sickness, or injury, we rely on family, church, or friends for help. But many of our neighbors are dealing with a health emergency without these essential blessings. That's where you can help. Donations stay local, and 100% goes to help your neighbors with medicine, medical care, and essential home needs. Please give what you can.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you see the happy face on our truck, you'll be smiling cause you know that you're in luck. When you're fixed up and you know it, Hiller solved it like you hoped it. If you're happy and you know it, shout it out. Hiller!
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Welcome back as we gear up for the second half here in Sparta. It is York with a 27-21 lead over DeKalb County. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Hallie Ledbetter. And Hallie, that first quarter, DeKalb County really making everything from long range, slowed down a little bit in the second. Other people besides Reese Beatty got involved for the Dragonettes. For DeKalb County in the second half, they're going to have to shoot the ball more like they did in that first quarter than the second to be able to come back in this game.
We expected some threes from them. They're long range. They can get the ball inside, but most of the time it's just a kick out. I mean, their three-point shooting game is really strong and has been for the past couple of years. You know, I mean, York and DeKalb aren't familiar teams. I mean, they don't play as much. So you can't expect them to know that they're going to be pulling up from the volleyball line. I mean, I wasn't expecting it either, but they're getting some plays. They're making those threes. They're staying in the game with those threes. If they can continue that, this will be a really close game to the end. And I think that York is, you know, picking up on those three-pointers, and they're getting out there, and that's why it kind of slowed down in the second quarter a little bit. Their coach is yelling at them, get out on the shooters, get out on the shooters, and that's when Ella took the ball, drove in, and got the foul called.
The winner of this game faces the reigning Division II state champion Webb Feet tomorrow It's a different Webb team than they were a year ago, but still a good Webb team. The loser faces Grace Christian Academy in the losers bracket. And little miscommunication there results in a turnover possession quickly back to DeKalb County here 10 seconds into the third quarter. We'll be here for both those games. Of course, every game featuring an Upper Cumberland team right here live on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter feed for the next 3 days here at the Frank's Christmas Shootout. Now that one's swiped away by Warner. It goes right to Beatty. Reese Beatty with a feed around looking for Warner. And that's a turnover back the other way. It's a turnover party, and Coach Green's seen enough. He's bringing 4 different Dragonettes into the game, and he is not happy. He is going deep into the reserves right now and pulling Beatty, Cooper, and Warner and Pyle off the floor.
I mean, you got to take advantage of that. As a DeKalb team, you have to see that those 3 are off the floor right now. You got to get the ball inside.
Coach Green sending a message right now, perhaps, as he's gone to the reserves. Right side, now they swing it around left side pass, Agee. Agee bounces it up. An opportunity, though, for some of these Dragonettes to earn some more minutes. Van Rankin pops off a screen, triggers the 3. Good. Ella Van Rankin from downtown. She's got 12 today, and DeKalb County just like that, back within 3.
Another great shot by Ella. She is a shooter. Like I said, she's going to shoot those. You got to get out on her.
Gibson with it. Gibson flips the pass. It's intercepted. Picked off. Here comes DeKalb County the other way in transition. Chloe Van Vranken gets the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Good start here for DeKalb County. 1 minute and 2 seconds into the third. Trying to capitalize with Beatty, Warner, and Cooper all on the bench. That's a couple of turnovers in a row for York, and wonder if that may have been a point of emphasis for the Dragonettes in that locker room. And then the free throw no good. Coach Green wasted no time and said, go, 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 and changed up nearly everybody on the floor. Second free throw does fall through for Chloe Van Vranken. She's got 4 points in the game, and DeKalb County is back within 2. Now in the front court, kick out. Driving in Holt. Holt throws up the shot, no. Rebound tipped around, still battling for it. DeKalb County with it. You mentioned how this is a big opportunity for DeKalb County as they try to get back in the game and take the lead back.
You know, they got the foul on that one, too.
Ella Van Vranken throws it up, and she's going to go to the foul. They're getting inside, and they're getting to the line. Ella Van Vranken to the stripe. She could tie the game if she goes 2 for 2.
That's just smart basketball. You see that those 3 went out, those 3 great defenders, and, you know, Reese was guarding Ella on that. She may have been able to get a foul on Reese on that one, so maybe it was a good thing. It's good that she can spot, that she can get inside on those and that know who your defender is and get the ball inside and get those fouls and get those points.
She makes the second free throw, and they're within a point, 27-26. A 5-0 run here to open up the quarter for DeKalb County. 6:20 to go in the frame. Still no movement to the bench from Coach Green. That pass goes over to Holt. Holt working through the zone, loses it. Another turnover. It goes to DeKalb County, bringing it up in transition. Ella Van Vranken tries to feed it around. They can't keep it in. Possession back to York. And now 5 subs to the bench, or to the scorer's table, rather, I should say, for York. Beatty back in, Warner back in, Franklin, Pyle, and Cooper. So we'll see if that was a little 1-minute wake-up call there for this Dragonette starters. But DeKalb County having a good game plan right now, and they're executing it with 5:58 to go in the third. Beatty, right side Franklin. Now bounces into Cooper. Cooper puts the dribble down. Now floats back out. She can shoot it. Gives off to Pyle. Pyle to Franklin. Franklin bounces to Pyle. Pyle sends it into the low block. Warner spins around. Throws it up good. And pardon me, that's Cooper for 2. I saw the 5 and a little bit taller there. Emma Cooper for 2. That's her first field goal of the game, and York back out in front by 3. Quickly on the other end, Chloe Van Vranken. Swipe from behind by Warner. Fight for it. There's the jump. And the possession area belongs to DeKalb.
You have to hats off to York's ball movement right now. I mean, breaking down DeKalb's defense is getting the ball inside and allowing them to get those easy layups.
Cooper with 3 fouls, so she's been a little bit neutralized by that more than anything else, but they got a big advantage for her in the low block. Now DeKalb trying to get her to pick up her 4th, wiggling around free, and that's an offensive foul. Yeah, the hook of the arm as she ran around Cooper, and that one's going to go the other way as Barton is called for the personal. First team foul going against the Lady Tigers. Beatty with it. Beatty sends a pass that was tipped out of play. It'll stay on this end with York. DeKalb in a more traditional defensive look. As they send the pass over right side, Warner. Warner back over to Beatty. Reese Beatty tries to slice through the zone. Beatty in the teeth of the defense. Turnaround jumper good for Reese Beatty. She's got 14. That's her first basket, though, since back in the first quarter. And cool to see Gabby Beatty in the house. Johnson University's Gabby Beatty just came in. As Chloe Van Brinken fires pass, it's intercepted. Reading it the whole way was Franklin. Callie Franklin throws up the shot. No, there for the rebound. Warner with a nice feed over to Beatty, and Reese Beatty puts it in for 2 more.
You know, it may have not been his intention, but they're a little more rested right now. They're getting up the floor. All 3 of them were down next to the goal. DeKalb's a little slower to get down there. They've been out there for a little longer, so it helped.
Yeah, they
it
came.
helped.
Coach Green was not happy. He went to the bench, put him back in a minute later, and all of a sudden, Warner, Cooper, and Beatty have started to turn it on. Reese Beatty up to 16 points, and that prompts a timeout by Brandy Alley with 7:29 to go in the third. York's lead back up to 7 at 33-26. Don't forget, coming up after this game in a new stream, it'll be the York Dragons against the Tennessee Heat in a boys matchup, and then again in another new stream later. We'll pass the headset over to Jacob and Rusty for 1 game instead of 2, unfortunately, but it'll be a girls matchup between the White County Warriorettes and the Tennessee Heat. Agee gives it off left side as York goes into the full court pressure. Ella Van Branken flips it back to Agee. Agee bobbles, now sends it ahead. Chloe Van Branken sends a pass that was knocked. I didn't know if it was tipped or not. The official says that it was. It went off the rim and out of play. And so DeKalb County is going to keep the basketball. 4:19 to go in the third. Agee to inbound. Sends it over the top. Now back to her. She pops off the wing. Working on Pyle. Agee dribbles inside, blocked out of her hands by Cooper, and now Emma Cooper showing off the handles into the front court. Cooper with the feed across to Warner, who puts it up, no good. Rebound knocked out of her hands, out of play. It'll stay with the Dragonettes.
Now they're feeling their momentum coming back a little bit more at the first quarter, transferring into the third. They started a little slow in the third.
Pyle going to trigger the 3 off the inbound. No good. Long rebound, though, run down by guess who? Reese Beatty. Beatty looking at the 2-3 zone, but they're staying with her. Into Cooper. Cooper looking for Beatty. It was knocked by Chloe Van Branken, and there's a steal for the Lady Tigers. Now Milton able to spin off a little trouble, and they'll walk it up. 3:43 to go in the third. York staying in the man-to-man. Ella Van Branken against Reese Beatty. Must-see TV there. Little 3-man weave play here for the Lady Tigers, trying to get some space. Van Branken with a nice crossover. Drives in, throws it up. No, straight up and down, though. Goes Gibson, and no call. Franklin across, looking for Beatty, and Beatty got hit. Just trying to make a hustle play in there, but connected with the body. And that'll be the second team foul against DeKalb with 3:18 to go in the third. Those fouls aren't fun to take, are they, Hallie?
Oh, no. I was accidentally the one that fouled the people, though, so I can't say much.
Accidentally, wink, wink.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Franklin sends it over right side to Warner. She triggers the 3. That one, no good. Couldn't get the roll, but Franklin with a rebound. Put back, no, may have been blocked. A chance for DeKalb. They trail by 7. Working off a screen, Van Branken. Ella Van Branken sends left side. Now a pass that was a little bit off the mark. Tipped up by Franklin, and it goes right to Beatty. Beatty ahead to Warner on a rope, who puts it in for 2.
Great look on Beatty. Great pass. I mean, she can see her from a mile away. I didn't even see it, and she's right in front of me.
One of the most gifted passers that we have seen in a long, long time in the Upper Cumberland. Reese Beatty with another assist. That leads to a full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 2:48 to go. Coverage of this game in the Frank's Christmas Shootout is presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this gorgeous home on Cross Point Drive. Boasting 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms with nearly 2,000 square feet, this home in the Prescott School District could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing. or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to Roy Sewell Gymnasium in Sparta, Tennessee. York with its largest lead of the game. They're up 35-26 over DeKalb County in this all-Upper Cumberland matchup. I'm Noah McKay. She's Hallie Ledbetter. Happy to be with you today from Sparta. We'll be here for this one and the next one, and then Jacob and Rusty will take over for the final one of the evening. York back into the full court press as Agee brings it up, working against Gibson. Now running out of time, they're able to get it into the half court. Now driving in Van Branken, good. Ella Van Branken again for two more. She's really starting to tally up the scoring. 15 points in the game for her. Now Reese Beatty surveys the floor. 2:23 to go in the third. Beatty, right side to Warner. Rayleigh Warner. The special thing about Warner and Beatty, they are just a sophomore and junior, respectively. Beatty, a little double clutch as it got knocked out of her hands, but that forces the miss. Possession back to the Cab, trying to cut into this deficit. Beatty gets the steal. Now Reese Beatty one-on-one in the front court, throws it up. It doesn't fall, but she will go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot two.
That may be another one. I said don't bail them out. That may be one that you maybe try to. I mean, she's going to make them. She's going to make those, and she would have made that one too.
So she forced the miss. Well, we always say you get your money's worth on that one. Make sure she's not going to make it. And Reese Beatty's first free throw, no good. With 1:56 to go in the third, it's a 7-point lead here for the Dragonettes. Beatty lines up the second. That one, no mistake. It's good. Reese Beatty now up to 17 points in the ball game. Remember, she had 8 off the rip. And now nearly a double dribble. They send it ahead, Agee. Agee working on Gibson. Drives baseline. Now she's double teamed. Able to spin it back out. Ella Van Branken. 1:35 to go. Van Branken looking at Beatty. Now left side pass goes. Firing it into Agee. That one got through and it goes right to Rayleigh Warner. An opportunity to expand the lead here for the York Dragonettes. Warner in the front court. Hesitates. Now drives in. It's poked away from her. Went into the teeth of the defense. Now Chloe Van Branken picked up by Beatty. Van Branken, nice flip pass across Brainen. Brainen now gives off to Ella Van Branken. Van Branken crosses over on Franklin. Drives in. A foul will be on the floor, so the shot won't count. It's the third team foul. A little bit of explosiveness there out of Ella Van Branken on the drive.
I expected to see that a lot today. I did.
Emma Pyle checking back in alongside Barton here for DeKalb County. Barton's got a good deal of size for her there. Kind of one of those antidotes to York size in the paint. Inbound goes into Melton. She now sends it out to Van Branken. Nice flip pass across the court. Agee drives in, throws up the runner with the right hand. No good, rimmed around. Warner with another rebound. 56 seconds to go in this quarter for York and Rayleigh Warner. Warner crosses over left side. Now bounces it to Beatty. Reese Beatty thought about the triple instead. Will survey the floor instead. Gibson, right side. Warner. Warner sends it into Beatty. Beatty in the land of 3 different Lady Tigers, and it doesn't matter. She spins and puts it up with the left hand. Good.
She's able to find the gap. And if not, she'd kick it right out for a 3.
And now ahead comes DeKalb County. We got a 2-on-1 if they go quick. Van Branken throws up the shot. Good. Nice finish there for Chloe Van Branken. 19 seconds left here in an 8-point game. Beatty. Doing Reese Beatty things in this ball game. Warner over to Pyle. 5 seconds left. 4. Warner going to drive inside. It's poked away from her. There's the steal, and that will be the final play of the quarter. 1 frame to go here in Sparta as York leads 38-30. Coverage of this game in the Frank's Christmas Shootout is presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. And you're watching it all on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery.
Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Want to be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy-down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-97.
Welcome back. Good crowd watching online. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you're watching on Face or on YouTube, subscribe and hit like there. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you give us a follow as York leads 38-30 as we open up the fourth quarter. Driving inside, shot thrown up by Franklin, and it'll be knocked out of play, and possession goes back to DeKalb County. She just lost it as she went up into the air. At least according to the officials. So here comes DeKalb the other way, splitting through. Warner with a tip, and it goes right to Emma Cooper. And another turnover forced by the Dragonettes press. Warner flips it over to Cooper. Little give and go. There goes Reese Beatty. Beatty drives in. Good for 2 more. Reese Beatty with 21 today. She's putting on a show. Stick around postgame. We'll have the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, which Hallie, the color commentator, has to name. So we're thinking about that one. 7:15 to go as AG sends it ahead. DeKalb needs a bucket. Shot thrown up, and she will go to the line to shoot 2 as a foul is called. This is going to be Tess Barton to the line. We'll have a boys matchup coming up between the Tennessee Heat and York. And then we'll round out the day with White County against the Tennessee Heat girls here in day number 1. First free throw, no good. Don't forget the winner of this game will have a dandy of a test tomorrow as they face Webb. The loser faces a good Grace Christian Academy team as well. So a couple of good matchups for both DeKalb County and York, no matter what happens in the remainder of this game. Second free throw to that kind of slotted arm slot. Misses, no good. 10-point lead for the Dragonettes as we near 7 minutes to go. Warner gives off to Franklin. Franklin sends the pass to Cooper. Cooper back over Franklin. Franklin surveys the floor, now Beatty with it. Reese Beatty has been sensational today. Now inside Franklin, kicks out Cooper. She's open for 3, that's no good. Rebound tipped by Warner, little bump, no problem. DeKalb County with it. AG bounces it over. Now sends the pass ahead. AG with it. Crosses the timeline. Has a girl inside Barton, but it was disrupted. Instead, it goes to another Lady Tiger who can't make it. Second chance, and there's the foul. Barton's going to go back to the line. Trying to get it corrected. Just missed a couple. She'll get another opportunity for 2 more.
I can tell York is slowing down a little bit on offense, and it's really helping. They're getting wide open threes, cutters in the lane. DeKalb's playing a little faster than they were when they started the game. They're getting those fouls called, but they're missing the easy layups and easy passes.
And the day is over for Emma Cooper. She's been in foul trouble really since the start. Picked up a couple of early ones, and now that is her 5th. So Emma Pyle checks back in, and Cooper is fouled out. First free throw up and good that time for Barton. That's her first point. 6:27 to go in the game. 9-point gap. Second one up and good. 2 for 2. So good job on Barton to make the adjustment.
She was able to get one of those prominent players fouled out. Hit or miss those free throws. That's a big difference in the game.
Pyle with it. Pyle gives off to Beatty. Beatty surveys the floor. Now back out Warner. Warner back to Beatty. Reese Beatty triggers the 3. Good. Another Birdie's Lounge 3 for Reese Beatty. 24 points today for the Clemson commit.
What do you say? It's Reese Beatty.
It is Reese Beatty. Van Branken
Reese Beatty.
maybe got away with a walk, no problem. Here they come ahead. Barton trying to drive on Pyle. Barton gives back out Van Branken. She's got in the gym range. That one rims around and falls through. Ella Van Branken with another long 3. She's got 18 today for DeKalb County. She's kept her team alive. It's an 8-point game with 5:35 to go.
It's a good match in 3 for her. Definitely.
Pyle on the other end. She's trying to answer, and that one won't fall. A chance for DeKalb County. Nice rebound for Barton, and here they'll come. Melton working against Franklin. Now flips it ahead. Brandon Sends it over. Barton throws up the shot. Good. The bank is open still on a Tuesday afternoon, and Tess Barton puts it in, and you blink, and DeKalb County's back within 6.
That's one of those moments when you have to get down the floor. Defense especially, you have to get down the floor, find a man, find whoever's open. Those layups are crucial.
Warner gives off to Beatty. Beatty, turnaround shot, nearly a travel. Now there's a scrum for it on the floor. That's a jump, and the possession arrow belongs to DeKalb. Maybe timeout time for Michael Green. We'll wait and see as they're a little bit shaky. DeKalb County answering back here. Got to be impressed with Coach Alley's squad here. They're going toe-to-toe with a team who's a perennial state championship contender in the 2A classification.
There's not many coming off the bench either. These are pretty much the same that started this game. You got to give them props for their conditioning here. I mean, playing this entire game early on in the season, it's December. You're not as in shape as you would be in January, February, or March. But these girls, they're playing. They're playing the whole game.
That pressure works again for York as the pass goes out of play. Possession back to the Dragonettes as they look to answer and a little bit more separation here. They've led wire to wire outside of just a little moment in the first quarter. Rayleigh Warner. Step it up is Van Branken. Nice crossover move. Warner with another one. Now she works it right side. Into the teeth of the defense. Bobbles it. It was knocked out of her hands, so she repossesses it. Now Franklin gives out to Beatty. Beatty sees the lane. Starts to drive. Beatty hezzies. Now drives. Beatty with a baseline pass. Over to Gibson. Gibson gives back out. York killing clock. 4:10 to go in the game. They are not afraid to kill the clock in a state with no shot clock.
I mentioned they're playing slow, but it's really, I don't think that they need to play fast.
Yeah,
they don't need to.
Yeah, they'll go four corners in a hurry on you if the game is in any sort of a doubt. Warner now driving in. Rayleigh Warner gets bumped, and she will go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot 2 with 3:51 to go in a 6-point game. So free throw is going to be very important here down the stretch for York as they try to protect this lead. DeKalb County, especially led by Ella Van Branken and Tess Barton, starting to get it rolling here. They're making it very interesting. First free throw for the sophomore guard is good.
Free throws are the game changer. I mean, you could have 4 fouls each game, but those 8 points that you could get off those free throws really matter.
2 for 2 for Rayleigh Warner. She's got 7 today, and it's 3:50 to go in the game. Back to an 8-point lead for the Dragonettes. Goose is here. Coverage to come to UpperCumberlandReporter.com. We got some awesome stuff on from Cookeville's sweep yesterday of Stone Memorial. That boys game, Cookeville Cavaliers sending a message. As Van Branken drives baseline, throws it up with the left hand, and it goes through. A nice finish again for Ella Van Branken. 20 points today for her.
She's able to get in the lane. Like I said, she's attacking the goal. When it comes down to it, she's been doing it since the beginning of the game too, so she's really trying to lead the team right now.
3:12 to go. DeKalb knows they're going to have to force a steal somewhere as Warner working through traffic. Not just weaving through everybody. Warner goes left side now. Warner bounces it over, and there's a turnover. Possession back to DeKalb County. A good job of defending without panicking right now out of the Lady Tigers, and the Dragonettes going to have to earn this one here as they're hunting their 8th victory of the season. DeKalb County looking for number 6, left side. We got some good girls basketball in the Upper Cumberland, in case you didn't know. These are 2 good teams going at it. Van Branken with a nice pick and roll to Barton, who puts it up and in with the right hand. Textbook screen and roll for DeKalb County. They're within 4 with 2.5 to go. Now Beatty bumps it across the timeline. It's Reese Beatty time now in Sparta. Works off a ball screen. Beatty floats back out to that secondary logo. Beatty activates it. Beatty with a kick over left side. Warner again trying to kill the clock, and that's a carry. Franklin thought she was going to be able to get it to Dunford, and then a defender stepped in and it forced the carry.
They're getting a little frantic. When you're frantic, you turn the ball over a little bit more. They just need to, take the time, slow down. They're still leading by at least 2 possessions right now. And I think that they just need to take the time, slow down, get those easy shots, easy layup if you can. But holding the ball is really the most important thing for them right now. Big
possession here for DeKalb County. Kick out past Chloe Van Branken. Van Branken drives in. Chloe now kicks out to Melton. Melton hit a couple of threes early. Now Barton. She's had a huge fourth quarter. Agee Back out, Ella Van Vranken. 1:54 to go. This thing got real interesting in a hurry in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. Barton, one dribble to Melton. Melton off the dribble for three. That's no good. And a big rebound for Rayleigh Warner. And now Reese Beatty going to possess the basketball. Beatty met by the defender. Resets that clock. There's the foul. And again, this is where the new bonus rules are going to come into effect, Tally, because it's just the second team foul against DeKalb County in the quarter. They've got two more to give, but you're going to get to the point, as Brandy Alley's going to call time out, and I'm thinking going to talk about this, where you get a foul quicker than you usually would because it takes some time to get those fouls in if you have to get that intentional foul.
I mean, I found out about this 2 weeks ago. Watching the game, I started screaming at the refs. I was like, what are you doing? It's only 5 fouls. But I don't know. I think it's different play. For a basketball player, it's harder. It's a lot harder because that means you got to get 10 fouls in those 2 quarters or 5 fouls in the fourth quarter. When you want to get the ball back and you want them to shoot the free throws, you can't just go based off of the quarter before. You can't go based off of third quarter. You have to play. It's fourth quarter. It's a whole new quarter. It's like a whole new game. Yep. You just completely reset it, and it's hard. It's really hard to play that. So
interesting to hear that from a player perspective. Commentators, we love it. The game was a whole lot faster. We love it now, but it's very interesting, and it does change up these end-of-game strategy situations. You see teams get a lot more aggressive when they have fouls to give, and sometimes they got to go to those intentionals a lot faster. As Franklin hands off to Beatty. Beatty drives baseline. Now Beatty just going to rope-a-dope around the world and resets as they're trying to kill the clock. 1:24 to go. Chloe Van Vranken steps up to her, and now Coach Alley calls for the foul. Beatty sends a pass over left side. Warner, Rayleigh Warner, working through the defense again. 1:10 to go. Warner spins and maintains possession. Back to Beatty at the logo, and there's the foul away from the ball. 1:06 to go, and that's going to be the third team foul. So one more to give for DeKalb County.
I remember one of the main things my coaches used to tell me, if you're going to foul, go for the ball first. Foul trying to get the ball. Don't just intentionally push them or anything. Go for the ball first.
Inbounds play coming here. Reese Beatty from in front of her bench. Gets it off Dunford. Now Beatty drives baseline. Picked up by Chloe Van Vranken. There's the foul. Last one to give. The next one sends York to the line in a 4-point game with 1:02 to go. Third personal on Chloe Van Vranken. Inbound coming here from the baseline for the Dragonettes. Bodies crashing into each other. That one nearly stolen, and it's an offensive foul called inside as they were really going to battle there. Not sure who it's against, but there was a lot of bodies slamming into each other both ways, and that time it's a break for DeKalb. 1:01 to go. It's called on Annabeth Dunford, her first, team's third, and possession back to the Lady Tigers.
That's one of those times when you actually like the 5-foul rule, because if they're throwing the ball in over and over and over again, you get to know what they're doing. You get to break down that defense or offense a little bit more, and you're able to get an offensive foul. They get a little frustrated, or you're able to get an easy steal for an easy layup really quick.
So 1:01 to go, an opportunity for DeKalb County again, trailing by 4. Interesting note here, DeKalb has 1 timeout remaining. Michael Green has all 5 of his. He's letting them play. He's letting them try to figure it out. Big possession here for Ella Van Vranken. DeKalb County pushing the Dragonettes. York entered today ranked number 2 on the UC Top 5. Agee, right side, also presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Now Chloe Van Vranken, got to go. Brandy Alley says run, Chloe. Now Ella drives in. Ella Van Vranken on Beatty. Now kicks out to Agee. Extra pass Melton. Going in. Van Vranken. Turnaround shot and not close. But Barton with an offensive rebound finds Chloe Van Vranken. 28 seconds. DeKalb's got to go. Long kick out. Ella Van Vranken working on Beatty. Van Vranken drives in. Throws it up. There's the call. And Ella Van Vranken to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 21.2 seconds to go.
You have to give props to Barton there. She's able to get that offensive rebound for a second chance. That's another one of those things. York's going to look back on this game and be like, box out. That's the game changer. I mean, really, she gave them a free throw right there.
And it is a one-possession game as Ella Van Vranken has 21 points today, and she makes the first. 21.2. This is a big one. Second one up. Good. 2 for 2 for Ella Van Vranken. And now we're going to have a sub into the game as Emma Pyle checks in. And you're going to see some full court pressure from DeKalb County.
That's something I remember very well, is that full court press.
Here we go. Beatty with it. 19 seconds. Beatty looking at a trap. Flips over to Pyle. Pyle. They got 2 seconds to get across the line. Beatty working it up. She does get it in just in time. 9 seconds. DeKalb's got a foul, and they do with 7, and they're going to send ice water in her veins herself. Reese Beatty to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot 2.
You don't want to foul her. Your coaches are yelling, foul, foul, foul. That's when York's coach is yelling, give the ball to Reese, give the ball to Reese.
Reese is at the line. Beatty's been sensational today. First one, good. This next one could likely put it out of reach. Could make it a 2-possession game with 7 seconds to go. Reese Beatty lines it up. Next one, good. 2 for 2. Ice water indeed. 7 seconds. DeKalb needs a miracle. Little give and go. Ella Van Vranken. York just going to let her go. Van Vranken drives all the way in, puts it up and good, but that will do it. A really good game here in Sparta, but the final score, York 47, DeKalb County 45. The Dragonettes victorious despite a very game effort out of the DeKalb County Lady Tigers. We'll head into the post-game show and tally up the scoring before turning the page to a boys matchup as part of a new stream. Give me one moment, but Hallie, DeKalb County, pretty impressive in this game, but ultimately, Reese Beatty at the line, 2 for 2. She's got the clutch gene. It's why she's going to go play at the next level.
Free throws win games. Totally, they do. And DeKalb, they were able to hang in the entire game. I think they were leading at one point. They were up on them, and this is great exposure for DeKalb. You can't walk out of here with your head down. I mean, you're not going to face York again this season. So coming to tournaments like these and being able to play against teams like York, who is just went on now their 7th game in a row win streak, you want that. You want to be able to go and play in these tournaments, get that exposure, get to play against different teams. I mean, they're now well-rounded to play another guard like Reese Beatty.
Absolutely, and York does win their 7th game in a row, and York does what good teams do when they get tested. They pass the test. They get out of here with a victory. Scoring is as follows for DeKalb County: 24 points out of Ella Van Vranken, 6 apiece for Chloe Van Vranken, Allie Melton, and Tess Barton, 3 for Avery Agee, for a team total of 45. For the victorious York Dragonettes, 26 points out of Reese Beatty, 7 out of Rayleigh Warner, 6 for Emma Pyle, 3 apiece for Callie Franklin and Emma Cooper, and 2 for Zoe Gibson, for a team total of 47. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Hallie, not a ton of intrigue today, I would imagine. Who's it going to?
No surprise. Free throws, passing, shooting, defense, everything all around Reese Beatty. I think she outshined today. I mean, if she wasn't already getting looks from other schools, that game right there would have done it for her herself. So I got to give it to her. I think everyone in here would too.
Absolutely. Reese Beatty, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. About 10 minutes from now, we'll be live in a new stream as the York Dragons take on the Tennessee Heat in a boys matchup here in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. Thanks again to everybody for joining us for that one final score. York 47, DeKalb County 45. Thanks to Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy for being the presenting sponsor of all of our coverage here from Sparta. We'll talk to you all in just a few minutes. I'm Noah McKay.